Afternoon all. Today's chat is about sweet peas. Now, when I've ever grown sweet peas, I've always tended to grow them a bit later, maybe March time, or I've grown them indoors and they've shot up and that. But you know what my dad did last autumn, or probably October time? He put some sweet peas in these mini plug trays. These are really mini. They are, I don't know, I'd say they are 3/4 of an inch high. Can you see that? Put my finger next to it. You can see just how tiny they are. Anyway, he grew, all he did was he filled up one of these plug trays with soil and he just plonked the seed on top, and he didn't even bury them. I let him get on with it because he's in his 90s now, and you know, when you get older and that, you forget things, and you know, and what have you. So anyway, then he, at some point before Christmas time, can't remember when it was, might have been November time or something, he transplanted some into these. These were left outside. These have been outside on the patio all winter, and just look at them. They are 3 inches high. They're all standing up. There's probably a good, I'd say 15 plants in there. So I thought, right, we might as well see if we can do anything with these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant these into these pots, what you can see I've done here. And all I'm doing is just make a little hole in the middle, and I'm just gonna put one plant in each. Uses very little compost, so we're going to carry on with the experiment and see what happens for the rest of the growing season with these. You can see. Sorry, I'm always going up to the screen instead of to the lens. There you are, folks, got a nice root structure on there, so I'm just going to stick that in. You can see now it's upright, and we're going to let those grow away inside the tunnel there. I should give them a good water. I don't know whether you saw that, I'll show you in a minute, folks. Let me just stick that one in. All I do to get these out, I find which one I want, and I squeeze it literally one direction. Can you see that? Squeeze it like that, and then I squeeze it the other way, and then basically I just take the plant out. And that applies to all plug plants. Normally, you see, when I grow these, I'll put about 20 into one pot, and then I'll just separate them pull them apart at the roots. But doing it this way, we're going to get one plant from each pot. Okay, we're going to be using more soil, but we don't use that much soil when you're using these. It's just maybe a bit of space if you're lacking space, but for the moment I've got quite a bit. And I know, because these have been left out all winter, I could actually leave them outside, but I'm not, you know, they've had the chance. I don't want to worry about losing them now. I might as well nurture them in here out of the elements, and hopefully if they've lasted outside, they'll last in here. Apparently you can sow sweet peas now anyway, so there you are. You'll notice everywhere tells you to pull by the leaves, and you'll notice that I'm doing it by the stem. I've got gentle hands, and I have no problem. I've been doing this for years, and I can't say I've had any losses, so why change what you're used to? But if you read the books, it's always by the leaf, but to be honest, but for my hands, my delicate hands, no issue there at all. I've got a lovely lovely root structure on these. They're not, I thought they might be all like pot bound, but they're not. So I've already potted up 8 of these. I'm going to be just about right. So I've got 9, 10, 11, 12, possibly 13, 14. Yeah, I can get 15 out of there, so I can get a whole. Basically going to have 15 plants. So that's brilliant. So it just shows you, folks. If you read the textbooks, they're going to say that you need to grow these in a pot, a bigger pot than that, and it needs to be higher up with more soil. You'll often hear it where they say put them in toilet rolls in. You don't need to, folks. You really don't. You know, I mean, maybe it will vary according to varieties, but I don't know. I can't, you know. So, but anyway, these are all okay. Right, I think that's a natter about that. I'm now going to have a look at my other plants, and I'm going to pot up some of those. So we'll do a separate video for that.